Hello, welcome to Us Evolve. This is a podcast about confidence and self esteem, and the confidence and self esteem myth. Basically, a lot of people think that the reason don't have something is because of not enough confidence and self esteem and those kind of things, but sometimes it is true that people sometimes do think lowly of themselves, or they don't have the confidence between something. But the thing is, it's self-esteem is not something that I have a gallon of jug or something that I have that I can pour down someone, and the person will get self-esteem, or if they complete some seminars, or if they read a certain book or those kind of things, that they'll get a self-esteem, or they'll do some task or something that they'll get some self-esteem. See, it's a concept that it did not exist before in those 1960s and those kind of the self-help revolution that happened, and before that people didn't know what self-esteem is. And even now, some if you go to the tribal places, or those civilizations that have not been in touch with humanity, they don't know what self-esteem is. Everyone thinks that all women think they're beautiful, all men think they are handsome, and those kind of things. They don't have a context in which they can think they are less than or more than, and those kind of things. So it is just up to our imagination. And confidence is also something that they say that learn to be more confident, or those kind of things. But the thing is, confidence is something that it should be coming from a healthy place, and overconfidence is just as harmful as underconfidence. So it should be something that is confidence that is based on competence of a person. So there are a lot of people that are highly motivated, and if you are dumb and you are highly dumb, not dumb is I think not good word, but if you're someone who does not have the correct knowledge about something, if you're doing something that is bad, it'll just make you someone who's confidently doing something bad, and those kind of scenarios. And this is how a lot of people, a lot of a conman, if you say, they're always very, most of them are very confident, but it does not necessarily mean that that confidence is coming from a right place, that they're knowing something that they're doing. And if you see a lot of executives that had like in the 2008 crash and those kind of things, most of those people are, they were confident people. If you think about it, they were not underconfident, they didn't feel bad about themselves and those kind of things. And but if it is something that is coming from a wrong place, confidence that where they shouldn't be confident about something, and they are, so I think you know where I'm going with this. So underconfidence and overconfidence, they are both bad. So what will give you confidence is knowledge about something. The more knowledge that you have about something, it will give you the confidence. And it is not to be confused with courage. I think courage you should be having, and it is not the same as confidence when you're doing. And it is okay to feel nervous if you don't know about something. And but confidence is something that you will achieve over time if you have competence in the subject, because once you have confidence on it, and it is which is coming from right place, it means that you won't be conned, you won't be taken advantage of, or you won't make decisions that are stupid. So I think we've spoken enough about confidence and self-esteem. So I heard this one of the sayings from this founder of NLP, Richard Bandler, and he said that this confidence comes from competence, and self-esteem comes from doing the right thing for the right reason. And I think it is correct in the sense that self-esteem that you have shouldn't be doing something, or let's say some people give to charity or those kind of NGOs, they get involved, but the motives are not correct in the sense that they think that outwardly I'm doing something for this reason, and they're doing the right things, but they're not doing it for the right reason. So that is an example of doing things for the right reason. And the other thing is not doing the right things. It could be that you're selling something that you know that is not good, or you're doing something that you know is in your heart that it's not good, or if you, it could also be a lack of action. You know that something should be done, but you're not doing it. That could be those things. So if you fix those kind of things in a life that you think that it should be done and it should not be done, you fix those kind of things. And personally also I have felt this, that when I'm doing, particularly doing something that I know is correct, regardless of it doesn't matter whether it's something that is making money or not making money, making more money, or those kind of things, that is very different than doing something that you know is correct and something that you know is not correct. Those kind of things will do eventually affect your self-esteem and how you talk to people, and maybe into your dating life and those kind of things. They eventually do affect this. So if you want self-esteem, instead of doing those kind of things, changing your clothes or those kind of externally doing all those kind of things, instead I think you should focus on doing the right things for the right reason. Because if you're living your life on the purpose and you know you're doing something that is good, those kind of confidence and self-esteem and those kind of things will take care of themselves. And the other thing is, I think this podcast has gotten a little big, but I think this was a little necessary this time. And that's all. And self-esteem, that's all. You just have to realize that it's just a man-made concept. You don't need to worry about whether this is good or bad and those kind of things. They just after these kind of things didn't exist before the 1900s and those kind of things. And these things don't exist in nature, in the sense that you see, if a deer is running along in the woods, and a lion comes along and it eats the deer, and the deer dies, and but would you say that the deer was a failure, or it was something bad that the deer does? No, I think before the point that the deer died, it was a pretty good deer. It was eating grass and carrying along with its life. So those kind of things, in the nature, they would classify or put the deer as someone that is a failure, because that does not exist in nature. It's just something that we made man-made. Those kind of things. This does not mean that you should not go out and achieve those things that you want to achieve, but that's all. You should not be feeling less than and doing because you think that if you don't do it, so you'll be feeling bad and those kind of things. So that's all for today. I think thank you for listening and hope this helps you. Thank you. This is SEO Wolf signing out.